You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
I'm back. Road Rants for Black and White Sports. We're going to talk about Clay Travis, and more specifically, the U.S. women's soccer team and Megan Rapinoe, as Clay Travis has come out and talked about some observations he's noticed from this U.S. women's soccer team. And let's just be real. So many of these athletes over playing in the woke Tokyo Olympics 2021 games, and the anti-American sentiment that's going on with these athletes right now. So many are wanting to protest for things that just aren't true in this country, and it has made it incredibly hard to root for these athletes, and it's being reflected in the TV ratings. The ratings are down a ton. They're down 49% overall through the first, I think it's 8 games I saw yesterday, or 8 days I saw yesterday from 2016. Well, Clay Travis has come out and he has hammered the U.S. women's soccer team, and he has talked about things like simple human rights which these women have not been thinking about that are playing these games over there. Clay Travis blasts the U.S. women's soccer team for not championing America. Our women have dominated soccer because they have basic human rights. The Olympics are typically an opportunity for countries to unify, but the opposite occurred for people who followed the U.S. women's soccer team at the Tokyo Games. When the U.S. women's soccer team lost to Canada on Monday, a chunk of right-wing Twitter applauded America's exit from the competition. Here we go with the media. The hate directed at the U.S. women's soccer team stems from their various social justice protests in recent years, which even caused President Donald Trump to lead a rally crowd in cheering the squad's Olympic struggles. Outkick founder and conservative radio host Clay Travis remembered the 2015 World Cup winning U.S. women's soccer team, quote, being one of the most popular sports teams in all of America. It was absolutely fantastic. It took over the entire country. Everybody was watching and cheering for that U.S. women's team. It was great. It was exactly what sports is supposed to be about. But according to Travis, their popularity has faded after a couple of years once the team, quote, got super woke, led by Megan Rapinoe. The U.S. women's soccer team denigrated the President of the United States, refused to visit the White House, and tore down American institutions at a time when they could have been building them up, Travis said on Monday's Outkick. Honestly, what's always disappointed me about the U.S. women as they decided to get political is they could have used their dominance as a sign of American exceptionalism. Bravo. Although the U.S. women's soccer team gets criticized for protesting injustices within their own country, Travis believes the squad should take social stances on global issues. Boy, they could have went a long way towards China right now, but they sure have kept their mouths shut. Quote, the reason why our women dominate in soccer and our men have not is because our women have basic human rights in America that many of the women around the world don't have, Travis adds. So on a global stage, Megan Rapinoe and other women could have said, this is what happens when you empower women. This is what the woke virus does, Travis continued. It divides, it conquers, and it destroys overall fandom. It pulls us all apart instead of allowing us to unite around one common side. And it's not going to get any better, folks. I can tell you that right now, as these athletes further separate themselves from their patriotism and their country and their flag, and they want to continue to do all this protesting, the further sports fans, Americans, are going to pull away from them. That's what I have always wondered. It's what I always wondered about Colin Kaepernick. You're kneeling during the national anthem. Who do you think you're going to reach at that moment exactly? Let's say the people that don't agree with you kneeling is who you want to reach because you think they have a different opinion. We're not listening. We were not listening. The moment you kneeled during the national anthem, We switched the TV off. We cut you off, Colin Kaepernick. We cut these woke athletes off. It's evident in the television ratings. And Clay Travis is saying right here, you've got the opportunity to speak out against injustices going on a global level, things like China, things like Hong Kong, but instead, you'd rather launch attacks against the very country that you're supposed to be trying to represent. There's so many of these countries where women do not have basic human rights. Look at how empowered these women are right now. And they should be empowered like that in America. And they are. They surely don't act like it, do they? It's appalling. And when you're protesting and speaking for causes that anybody with any common sense knows is not factually true or statistically true, we're not going to get behind you. We're not. That ship has sailed. Tell me what you think, black and white sports fans. Peace. I'm out.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.